Alright, so the first thing I'd like to see in Arsenal is this laser weapon and this laser weapon be fixed, because if people have this, your game will lag like crazy. At frame rate wise, your frames will go down by 100 plus. A lot of people complain about these weapons. I'm surprised they're still not fixed. These laser rifle and this whatever shot garbage gun this is just lags your game like crazy. So I definitely want these things removed. And oh my god, Rolf, just not remove, just please fix them. Make them not lag the game like crazy. Why do they lag? Look at this doesn't lag the game. Why does this lag the game? Why does this lag the game like crazy? Rolf, please fix them. So now, I want them to fix standard or the voting system, because everybody forces standard. They put standard in the middle every time, and it's just so annoying. Why can't competitive be in the middle every time? Why can't all three of them just be random? Why does why is standard in the middle every time? It's so boring just playing standard, 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 standard. Hey kiddies, let's play standard and get stuck on snowballs and dodgeballs and pizza. Such terrible weapons in the game. So roll, just stop putting standard every single time for the voting. It's so annoying. Now the next thing I would like to see is competitive only servers. So let me go into Arsenal so I can explain how they would actually put competitive only servers. And I'll go into a game called Assassins because their menu screen is very clean. So basically you load in, it will be a black screen. It's like, hey, what do you want to play? You want to play standard or competitive only servers? Just normal Arsenal or competitive Arsenal. You click normal Arsenal and it will bring you to this screen right here. You're in the game and woohoo, you can play. It will be Arsenal as it is right now. And if you want to play competitive Arsenal, you click competitive. It will bring you into competitive only servers, which means every time there's a voting system, competitive will be in the middle, and then there'll be Railgun Royale and Randomizer or just some different game mode. But it'll be like standard, except competitive is in it every single time, and standard will never show up in the competitive only servers. You could say the same thing for normal standard. Competitive would not show up in these casual lobbies, vice versa with competitive only servers. So comp only servers, no standard would show up in the voting system, and the competitive game mode would show up in the middle every time there's voting. And then on classic standard Arsenal, there would be standard in the middle every time, and competitive would not show up in the voting system. Another thing I'd like to see is high-level only servers, because it's very annoying playing with like low-level noobs. It gets boring. Well, competitive only servers would fix it, so this is just something that I can live without, because I'm really high level right now. It's fun to play with high ranked tryhards. But on the other hand, there is low levels, like level 200s that I've seen that are really good at the game. So it's just something I could live without. Something else though, see these badges? You get badges, but you don't get anything in game. So I would definitely like to see things like, you know, you get a special skin for level 100, you get a special melee for level 200, you get a skin for level 300, 400, you get rewards, and I'll go in the Bubblegum Simulator and show you what I mean. So I used to play this game when it came out, when it was first very new. I stopped playing it now because it just got boring sitting and doing nothing. But what I mean, what Arsenal should do is, look, see this little button right here that says prizes? It's like this. They should do this with Arsenal, where you get special rewards for accomplishing stuff. So like level 100, you get a skin. Level 200, you get a skin. 100,000 kills, you get a special exclusive knife that's really cool. And it's just stuff like this. They could add rewards, you know, 100 kills, you get something cool. 500, you get something cool. 1,000 kills, all the way up to like, who knows, 1,000,000 kills, you could get a very cool skin. And then same thing with levels. You just unlock a level and get a really cool reward for it, instead of just a badge that literally does nothing. So I said I'd show you Assassins, kind of like as an example of what I think Arsenal screen could be like. So you load into Arsenal, there's classic Arsenal right here, and then the pro service is competitive Arsenal. And then you could have stuff like party, where it's standard and competitive are not in there. So it's randomizer, gun rotation, railgun, just random game modes like that. And then, like, you know, deathmatch could be knife fight, or just something cool like that. This is what I think Arsenal should do. They have standard Arsenal, this classic Arsenal, competitive Arsenal, fun little Arsenal game modes, and then another thing. And then the competitive and standard game modes are still a thing. There's standard in the middle, 2 random game modes. For competitive, there's competitive in the middle, railgun, and then a random game mode. There's something like that. This is something everybody would love to see in the game. I think the golden knife definitely needs a buff. The golden knife is no different from the normal knife, except you can double jump. Now, something I've been saying since I played Arsenal, all the way back before double jumping with the golden knife was even a thing, is why can't you throw the knife? This is the one time I will actually be supportive of a projectile. Make the golden knife a projectile. If you throw it at the body, it does 90 damage. If you hit the head, it does like 500 damage and you win the game. And then if you throw the knife to balance it, you have to run to the knife, just press E or tap on it if you're mobile to pick it back up. And if you're not holding a knife or anything, then you can't attack other players. If you have the fist cuffs, like the little hands, you just rip off your arm and throw it, I guess. If you have the brass knuckles, you just throw the brass knuckles. You can just come up with cool things. But if ROLVe is lazy and they don't, we really know ROLVe is lazy. Look at their game. There's a lot of bugs in the game that they still haven't fixed that are game breaking. But if ROLVe doesn't want to, go through the deal of animating all that stuff when they would rather animate garbage like flamethrowers and bows that nobody cares about, what they could do is, instead of making the knife, you have to hit someone 3 times with it, they should make it so you have to hit them twice. That would just make the knife, it would actually make the knife better. The golden knife should be a better version of the normal knife, and it is a horrible version of the normal knife. Everybody hates it. So just things like that. Make the gold knife a 2-tap, make it so you can throw it. Double jump. Also make the range longer. The range on the knife is horrible too. This one will definitely be controversial. I think level 500s and up should have purple team. Now the reason why this would be controversial is because people, they're going to be like, oh, it's not fair. I don't have all this time. Why? Well, yeah, if it's level 300s and everybody's going to have it, level 400s, a lot of people are starting to make it, so basically everybody would have it for level 400s. So I think level 500s would be good. I think excluding Fusion Boys, there's 3 people who are currently level 500, and then 4 if you include Fusion Boys, who's level like 700 or something. But if you actually saw, when there's that exploit going around where you could take people's usernames, someone took the name JJ Wake, and he had purple team. But he did not have the VIP command, and he did not have the admin panel to ban people. Which means ROLVe can theoretically give anybody they want purple team, and they could not destroy the game at all. Kaneko Kitten has purple team, and he doesn't have the VIP panel, and he does not have the admin panel. So, ooh, that proves that anybody could get purple team. So yeah, it would make people grind the game a lot more. I would grind for level 500. I'm level 420 right now. Hey. But I do think purple team, or an exclusive team mode to people who've actually spent time and supported the game and are just high rank only teams, You could unlock green team or yellow team. But that would kind of be bad. Like, they should make a separate team, like a blue, no, they already have a blue team. Like, let me think of a color. Like, they could have a black team that's on the other side, so nobody would be like, oh, he's hacking, he has green team, he's a hacker. So they could, just make an exclusive team mode, or they could just open up purple team, one of those, just to reward people who grinded the game, who've been playing it, and who's just been supporting team. Or they could add purple team as a game pass. I would literally spend 10,000 Robux for purple team. I'm not lying. I have 39,000. I would spend it on purple team. ROLVe, just please put it in the game to unlock. I would buy it, ROLVe, please. Now, I'm probably the only person who agrees with this, but I think they should have a vote kick system. I hate playing with hackers and people who are really annoying. I would honestly get vote kicked a lot because people call me hackers every server I play on. But I really wouldn't care if that's literally how you stop exploiters, ROLVe. So please add vote kicking, ROLVe. Why don't you add vote kick, ROLVe? I know people will abuse it, but there's so many exploiters in your game, and Tanker's like literally attention-seeking every video pretending to hack, and then people kill me, and they're like, whoa, let me spin my camera like crazy, haha, so funny, yay. So that's basically all for today that I would like. I'll just go a rundown again. Competitive only servers, it has competitive in the middle for voting, and then 2 other game modes. Standard only servers would be Arsenal right now, and then purple team as a way to unlock it, and then I showed you the bubblegum simulator things of how I think ROLVe should reward you with cosmetics for reaching a higher level in rank. vote kick system, which they're probably not going to add to the game because, you know, people abuse it a lot. They have added it in the past, but removed it in like 30 minutes because everyone abused it. But I feel like I know that guy. And I also think, what was I going to say? They should buff the knife. The golden knife is horrible. ROLVe, please buff it. And last but not least, let's not forget about the skin and cosmetic trading, which ROLVe is probably not going to add because, you know, there's a lot of scammers on the website. But it is kind of weird because I feel like I've seen one of their games have cosmetic trading, so I don't know why they wouldn't add it to Arsenal. But yeah, that's probably it. Oh yeah, here's something I also want that I didn't add in the game. Whoa, lag, you see this lag? I want them to fix lag, but another thing is, see my gun skin? Look at the gun skin. Why can't you change the color? Why can't you change the color of the gun skin? I want to put the gun color as purple. I don't want it blue. Why? I don't want it blue, ROLVe. I want to make it purple. That's literally my favorite color. So yeah, that's all I want to see in Arsenal. That's about it too.